أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له بذلك أمرت وأنا أول المسلمين. أما بعد أيها المسلمون، أوصيكم وإياي بتقوى الله عز وجل في السر وفي العلانية، في السراء وفي الضراء، لأن تقوى الله هي المخافة من الجليل والعمل بالتنزيل والرضا بالقليل والاستعداد ليوم الرحيل. ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. My dear Muslim, although we are today the last day of Rajab and tomorrow is the first day of Sha'ban, and this means that each and everyone should prepare himself and herself to welcome Ramadan even before Ramadan comes. This I'll talk about it the last minute of the khutbah. Meanwhile, I chose to give you the topic that Allah loves you. Do you love Allah? Yes. You may say, of course. You say, of course I love Allah. Anyone who says, I love Allah and Allah loves me, let me see what Allah demanded from me to give me in this world and the hereafter. And then I'll find out what are the things that Allah loves, what are the things that Allah does not like. So I'll share with you this topic. Number one, Allah loves you. And for that reason, He created you. If He did not like you, He will not allow the sperms and the ova to be fertilized to come. And He chose you personally from all others. In the 5 million, the sperms, only one to fertilize one ova, and you came. Think of yourself if you were not to be created. What are you? Nothing. And therefore, number two, Allah loves you, and for that reason, He created you in the best shape and the best form. And Allah is telling us, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Look at yourself, how you are so beautiful, how Allah made you to look beautiful. God forbid, if you don't have eyes at all, or if your eyes are at the top, or you may have 10 hands, several mouths, whatever, too complicated. But Allah really made you internally and externally. Internally within your body, and externally the way you look is the best. The same thing in Surah Ghafir, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الله الذي جعل لكم الأرض قرارا والسماء بناء وصوركم فأحسن صوركم ورزقكم من الطيبات ذلكم الله ربكم فتبارك الله رب العالمين. So Allah shaped you in the best form, and He made it to be the best surah, the best photo, the best picture, and we should be thankful to Him. There are more than that ayah concerning ahsan al-tasweer. Allah loves you, and because of that He selected you above many creatures. Imagine ourselves, we are animals, birds, fish, mosquito, virus, God knows what is what. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even made you a human being, and He subjugated so many things in the whole universe for your personal benefit. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Isra is telling us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَحَمَلْنَاهُمْ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَرَزَقْناهُمْ مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَفَضَّلْناهُمْ على كثير ممن خلقنا تفضيلا. He selected you to be better than many of the creatures that Allah has selected. Think of yourself, how much we should be thankful and grateful to Allah. Since Allah loves each and every one, and because of that He put brain in our skull, an-nasiyah. The front lobe is an-nasiyah. That is the brain of the human being. The rest of the brain is mechanical. So be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He put also brain and logic, analysis that you know. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. And although Allah is saying many other ayat concerning about our brain and how much He taught us. God forbid if our an-nasiyah, that Or, God forbid, if you were born with Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, you have no brain at all. But be grateful to Allah that He even put logic into your brain, that you can analyze situation. You can even find out what is the best way to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And since Allah loves each and every one of us, He made you very smart. From even before you were born, while you were a fetus, He put smartness in your brain. Ar-Rahman, Allama al-Quran, Khalaqa al-Insan, Allamahu al-Bayan. Bayan is smartness. So everybody is smart. Now think of yourself, you might be an engineer or computer or medical doctor or professor or everybody, but you are smart in your profession. And because of that Allah loves you, He gave you guidance, hidayah. We should be thankful to Allah that Allah guided us. Like now, you came to the masjid, Allah gave you hidayah. Otherwise, shaitan would have possessed you and tell you, forget about it, I'm in America, I'm not in Mecca, and why should I come here? So, shaitan may try to play his role, but Allah is telling us, إِنَّا هَدَيْنَاهُ السَّبِيلَ إِمَّا شَاكِرًا وَإِمَّا كَفُورًا. So, it's up to us to be grateful to Allah or otherwise. The other thing that also Allah loves you and He gave you facilities, not only the brain, even the eyes, the ears and all other organs. إِنَّا خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ نُطْفَةٍ نَبْتَلِيهِ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ سَمِيعًا بَصِيرًا. These are some of the faculties that He gave you in order that you enjoy life and be grateful to Allah. More than that, Allah loves you, and because of that He made you His own representative, if I may use the word. He made each one of us as an ambassador of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How much we should be grateful to Allah. God forbid, if Mr. Bush selected you to be ambassador somewhere else, you might be saying, oh, I am ambassador, big deal. How about to be the ambassador of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. Khalifa is representative. So you are to represent Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this planet Earth. Think of yourself, how much you should be proud. I am the Khalifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this planet Earth, means I have to deliver the message of Allah. Therefore, since Allah loves you and loves all of us, and because of that He entrusted us with the mission and the amana. He gave each one of us the mission and the amana to deliver it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Ahzab is reminding us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ فَأَبَيْنَ أَنْ يَحْمِلْنَهَا وَأَشْفَقْنَ مِنْهَا وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. This amana, trust, because to be an ambassador without amana is nothing, but you are a delegate of Allah, representing Allah, you have to have the trust in your hand. And Allah is telling us that He wanted to give this amana to all the mountains and the jibal and the Wigan, Sama, everything. Say, Ya Allah, it's too much, we cannot handle it. Then He gave it to each one of us. Think of it, that you have been selected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to deliver the amana. More than that, He asked you to deliver it. It's not just I am the ambassador or I am the representative of Allah and He gave me the amana to do what? To deliver it. To who? To every human being and to anybody in the world. For that reason in Surah Al-Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us, since He has given us the amana, وَلْتَكُنْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. You want to be successful in this world and the hereafter? After receiving the amana and being selected by Allah to deliver it, He said, every Muslim and a group of us should assume that type of position to deliver the message of Allah to anybody and everybody, to Muslims and the non-Muslims. And whoever says no only to Muslims, why you are in America? Allah brought us to America to deliver the message to the non-Muslims, so as at least they will see the beauty of Islam. As I said many times, there are about 40 million Americans who are agnostic. They are not atheists. They believe in God, but they don't believe in man-made religion. Oh God, where are you? We are confused. He said, don't worry. And as much as Prophet Ibrahim a.s. used to say, oh Allah, where are you? He saw Venus, he thought that is God. Then he saw the full moon, then he saw the sun. And every time he says God, but they vanish after night or after the morning. He said, no, God, I'm still confused, please. Then Allah guided him. And these 40 million Americans are yearning, oh God, where are you? He said, don't worry, I'll bring Muhammad, Mahmoud, Ali, Fatima, Zainab, Khadija, Abu Bakr, and anyone, Abdul Latif or Abdul Ma'mun, Abdul Ayyawahid, and therefore to deliver the message and to be witnesses to Allah in the day of judgment. Otherwise, they are going to be witnesses against us. Ya Allah, you brought Muhammad, Mahmoud, Ali, Mustafa, Fatima, Zainab, and they did not tell us anything about Islam. There is hadith, the meaning in English, that in the day of judgment the dialogue will take place. Ya Allah, why you want to put us in hell first? Why don't you put these Muslims first in hell? He told them why. He said, Ya Allah, you brought them to America and they did not tell us anything about Islam. If they told us anything about Islam, we would have accepted. So put them in hell first. I don't love to see any Muslim be in hell, but this means that we have to deliver the message. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us in Surah Al-Fussilat, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Who is better than anyone who goes and tell the people and make da'wah ila Allah? You don't invite people to Islam. Take it seriously. We do not invite people to Islam. We invite people to Allah. If and when they know who is Allah, Al-Wahid Al-Ahad, Al-Fard Al-Samad, and then bring the 99 beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are to mimic His beautiful names. He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, we have to have Rahman among ourselves. He is Al-Ghafur Al-Wadud, we have to forgive each other. He is As-Salam, the source of peace is from Allah, and we are bringing peace to everybody in the world. And therefore we invite people to Allah and then do favor for them. To go and do good for them. Before we talk anything, the good thing here you will do to any non-Muslim, invite them for dinner or for lunch or breakfast, one time, second time, third time. How come? Tell them this is our tradition. Even before saying this is Islam, say tradition. How come you are doing all this? Because I am a Muslim and our tradition tells me I have to do such thing to every friend that I know, and especially those who are non-Muslim. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves each and every one, and because of that He selected you to be His witness in the day of judgment. Are you going to be a witness to Allah in the day of judgment, that you have assumed the responsibility? What Allah says in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. So Allah made us an ummah of wasat, of moderation. No extreme in spirituality, no extreme in secularism. We are a human being, and with moderation we have to be ummatan wasata. Then we'll become shuhada ala nas. We'll be witnesses against those who refuse to accept Islam. We do not convert. Take it seriously. Islam will never accept conversion. And whoever accepted Islam, we tell them, you are not converted, you reverted. You were born Muslim, your family, your society made you what they made you, but because you are honest, sincere, Allah showed you the way and Allah brought you back to square one. But through who? Allah could have guided them all together without any one of us. He said, I want to give each one of you credit to show them the beauty of the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah loves you and He selected you to be His witness, as we said. Even there are many ayat concerning about it. هو سماكم المسلمين من قبل وفي هذا ليكون الرسول شهيدا عليكم وتكونوا شهداء على الناس. Allah made our prophet. Can you come forward? People start coming at the end, if you don't mind. If you come forward kindly, you get more credit from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And since Allah is demanding from us that we have to deliver the message of Allah, whether we like it or not, none can say, I am not an imam, I'm not a da'iyah, I'm not a khatib, how do you want me to? No. You are smart enough in your position. وَلِكُلٍّ وُجْهَةٌ هُوَ مُوَلِّيهَا فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. Everyone has a specialty. None of us has the same specialty. Each one has different specialty. He said, hurry up, Go forward, catch something that before anybody catch it. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. Go and do something good for everybody around you. Then you get credit from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other things, if and when we do this, what Allah is telling us to do, and we do it, He said, now you are going to be rewarded by Allah with the best of what Allah will give you. The best. وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْرَهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Which means that if one time, take it serious, if one time in your life you got A, and all others are B and C and D, whatnot, He will treat everything as A, because once you achieve an A. Think of yourself, one time you may receive A+, mashallah. Then Allah will treat you. There is nothing called the average. In the school and other places, they take the average. Allah, we have no average. He will take everything under the highest degree that you get once in your life. Which means Allah is encouraging us, go ahead and do something that nobody has done it before. And you do something that you never did it before. It needs sacrifice. Time, effort, energy, money, wisdom, everything, sacrifice. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. Even if you are in need, you deny yourself and give it to somebody less fortunate than you. And whoever says there are no needy people around us, لا حول ولا قوة إلا. There are millions of people all over the world who are in bad situation. Even in California, even around you, there are needy Muslim families and non-Muslim. And Muslims are to help Muslims and non-Muslim at the same time. But not to help them, it is a crisis. But if you want to be accredited with the highest point once in your life, and everything will be upgraded, first degree, do something once in life. How can I do? I don't know. You make salat al-hajat, pray to Allah, say, Allah, show me one time in my life before I die to do something that I didn't do before, so I can get a high degree in your account, Ya Allah. What is it? You don't know it, nobody knows it, Allah knows it, but He will guide you to do something that you never even thought of it before, because Allah loves you so much. Therefore, what should we do? We should obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمْ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. So if you really love Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, go and love Allah, go and follow. Follow Allah and follow Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah will forgive you everything that you might have done mistake. Now, what are those qualities in us that Allah loves? Think of what Allah loves in us as Muslims and human beings. One of them, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. The the generous people. Generosity doesn't mean only money, money, money. Generosity is your wisdom, your time, your effort, your energy, your anything and everything. Use it fi sabilillah. Generosity. Number two, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ التَّوَّابِينَ وَيُحِبُّ الْمُتَطَهِّرِينَ. Allah loves those who make tawbah. Even if you made 1 million mistakes, come and make tawbah. Ya Allah, I will not make anything. He said, I will forgive you all the mistakes. You know what He will do more than that? إِلَّا مَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا فَأُولَٰئِكَ يُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ حَسَنَاتٍ وَكَانَ اللَّهُ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. Allah will give you forgiveness, and all those 1 million mistakes, He make them 0 mistake, and He put you 1 million hasana because you made tawbah. How? Make 2 rak'ah tawbah. Ya Allah, tubtu ilayk. Anta al-Ghafur Rahim. Please Allah forgive me. I will promise you I will not do the same mistake that I did before. He will give you 0 mistakes, and He will give you 1 million hasana because you repented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same thing those who accepted Islam, the non-Muslims, Allah will give them 0 sayyi'at and millions of hasanat because they accepted Islam. Another thing, Allah yuhib بَلَا مَنْ أَوْفَى بِعَهْدِهِ وَاتَّقَى فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah loves those who are muttaqin. Taqwa. التقوى هي المخافة من الجليل والعمل بالتنزيل والرضا بالقليل والاستعداد ليوم الرحيل. Have taqwa in your brain, in your heart, and don't worry, Allah is going to take care of you. وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الصَّابِرِينَ. When Allah tests you, are you having sabr? patience. Oh Ya Allah, nafada sabri, I lost my sabr because it's too much. He said you have to have something called musabara over sabr. How long? Mudawama. From where? From taqwa. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wa sabiru wa rabitu wattaqullaha la'allakum tuflihun. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ista'inu bis-sabri was-salat innallaha ma'as-sabirin. More than that, Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin, those who trust Allah and put their trust in Allah. We don't lose trust in each other, but don't put all your trust. Let me say it, because many times we have family counseling, husband, wife, and wives, they say, I put my trust in my husband, and now he does this and this and this against me and want to kick me out. I said, you see, because you put all your trust in your husband before you put it in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't lose your husband. No, don't lose the trust with your husband. But don't put all your trust in anybody, whether husband or child or anybody else, even hukam, even muluk. We don't put trust in anybody before we put trust in Allah, and then we put trust here, 1%, 10%, 15%, but 100% trust is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin, Allah yuhibbul muqsitin, those who are doing justice. If you do injustice, zalim, hell is waiting. وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا ثُمَّ نُنَجِّي الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا وَنَذَرُ الظَّالِمِينَ فِيهَا جِثِيًّا. Zalim will never go to Jannah. He will be dragged on his face to hell to be dumped in hell because he is a zalim. And don't think of zalim only dictators and other. Anybody can be zalim, even an employer against his employees, or a friend to friend, and you go. Wallahu yuhibbul mutahhirin. Now, therefore, what Allah does not like, at least we mention what He likes. What He does not like. Number one, He does not like al-kafirun. فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْكَافِرِينَ. Allah لا يحب also what? المعتدون. ادعوا ربكم تضرعا وخفيا إنه لا يحب المعتدين. Those who transgress their limit. The other thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like the mischievous people. And Allah is saying, وَإِذَا تَوَلَّى سَعَى فِي الْأَرْضِ لِيُفْسِدَ فِيهَا وَيُهْلِكَ الْحَرْثَ وَالنَّسْلَ وَاللَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْفَسَادَ. Anyone who wants to spread vulgarity, immorality, and anything, Allah doesn't like. Allah also, number 4, does not like الظالم. لا يحب الله الجهر بالسوء من القول إلا من ظلم وكان الله سميعا عليما. Also, Allah does not like those who are transgressor in their spending money. المسرفون. وآتوا حقه يوم حصاده ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين. It's good to be generous, don't misunderstand me. But don't be extravagant. You go to all the department store and every other place and you spend thousands and thousands. When it comes to the Islamic activity, no. To the masajid, no. Why? Think of those. I'm very thankful to all of you for at least contributing to replace the carpets from before here. Both of the carpets have been replaced, painted have been done, curtains have been done, and many other. And the shoe rack has been replaced. And still many other things that are going on little by little. Let alone the computer, let alone even the email. Up till now we did not send you a flyer for the spiritual night because it costs $500, $600. We said no, we'll send it by email. Today, if you want us to send you about Ramadan, about Eid, about anything, leave your email and then we'll send you by email and we save the money. The children in the school here that are for Hifz al-Quran daily, they come here, instead of using cups, and then throw them, we told every child, take one cup only, and put your name on it. You drink, you put it aside. You are thirsty, come again, the same cup, and leave the cup on the table, their name on that for the whole week. In this way, we try to teach the children how to save money of the masjid. Then they save the money of mom and dad and everybody. But it takes time to do this. Allah لا يحب الظالمون, Allah لا يحب المسرفون, الخائنون, خائن, traitors. I hope none is anywhere, but there are somewhere, unfortunately. But alhamdulillah, this masjid has been 14 years with love, with respect, with honor and dignity, alhamdulillah. Allah la yuhibbul mutakabbirun. Also, those who are proud of themselves, whether you are PhD, MD, lawyer, whether you are millionaire or nothing, don't brag about it. Some people may have millions and tomorrow will have bankruptcy. Be proud that you are Muslim first, Muslim last, Muslim forever. Now, since Allah loves us and we love Him, and Ramadan is coming, what should we do? Think of yourself. You have to train yourself to welcome. How can I train myself? So many things. There are many hadiths about Sha'ban. Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha, she said that ما رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم استكمل صيام شهر قط إلا شهر رمضان وما رأيته في شهر أكثر منه صياما في شعبان. رواه البخاري ومسلم. That really, she said, I never saw Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam fasting the whole month as much as Ramadan, and the next to Ramadan, before Ramadan, Sha'ban, fasted so many days. Why? Because if you don't train yourself now to fast few days in Sha'ban, when Ramadan comes, the first 3 days, you have migraine, headache, and whatnot, and so on and so forth. Why? Because Siyam detoxify all the poison that is in your brain, in your muscles, in your stomach, and everything. To purify you, it takes 3 days to clear it up, and then Ramadan will be easy. So why don't we train ourselves? Monday, Thursday, or many more, it's up to you. The other hadith about Siyam, أسامة بن زيد رضي الله عنهما قال قلت يا رسول الله لم أرك تصوم من شهر من الشهور ما تصوم من شعبان قال ذلك شهر يغفل الناس عنه بين رجب ورمضان وهو شهر ترفع فيه الأعمال إلى رب العالمين فأحب أن يرفع عملي وأنا صائم. Those who know Arabic, they really touch the heart. He said, Ya Rasulullah, I never saw you fasting other than Ramadan, too many things except Sha'ban. What's happening? He said, so many people forget the importance of Sha'ban. Sha'ban, month of Sha'ban, every day your activities are being lifted up to Allah. Throughout the whole year, Monday and Thursday. In Sha'ban, every day. And he said, I love to see myself in a state of fasting, so as at least my a'mal will be lifted to Allah while I'm fasting. Fasting is one. Number two, you make Salat Tahajjud Qiyam al-Layl. Otherwise, don't wait for Ramadan for Salat al-Tarawih only. Number three, try to read Quran daily. Don't wait for the Imam in Ramadan to read Quran for you, Khatm Quran. You are to make Khatm Quran in this coming month. I don't know. I said, listen to it. Read as much as you want. You want to make sadaqat? Start making sadaqat now. You want to make zakat? Make it now. We don't know whether we will live for Ramadan or not. And the more I am in touch with Allah, and the more you go to the masajid, the better off. Still there are some Muslims, when they want to meet, let's go and meet at Starbucks. I said, what? Starbucks. Why don't you meet in the masjid? No, there we socialize. I said, La hawla wa la quwwata illa. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was asked, what is the best place to meet our friend? He said, the masajid. What is the worst? He said, the souk. Souk is the market. But think it over. The more you come to the masjid, the better off. Alhamdulillah, we have here now the Hifz al-Quran school, and today one child graduated with Hifz al-Quran, memorized the whole Quran. 9 years old. Non-Arab. Wake up. Send us your children, so as at least we can teach them how to memorize the Quran. And as long as there is one in the community, then the whole community will be blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of that child. May Allah bless you, may Allah reward you. Sorry to keep you long, but I didn't mean to keep you long. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Fastaghfiruh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أما بعد يقول الله عز وجل في القرآن الكريم إن الله وملائكته وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك اللهم على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وارض اللهم عن الأربعة الخلفاء أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن أزواج محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعن الصحابة والتابعين والتابعين بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا اجعلنا مقيمي الصلاة ومن ذريتنا ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. اللهم احينا مسلمين اللهم امتنا مؤمنين اللهم احشرنا مع الأنبياء والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم من أراد بالإسلام والمسلمين خيرا فوفقه لكل خير ومن أراد بهم شرا فخذه أخذ عزيز مقتدر يا رب العالمين. اللهم بارك للمسلمين في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين وعافنا واعف عنا يا كريم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقم الصلاة.